Hi guys, welcome back to Sheena's Homestead. Today we are on our way over to Aldi. We're gonna be there just a couple minutes after open. Liliana's coming too. And yesterday I was eyeing a whole bunch of chicken that is going to not expire, but it's the sell by date, which is coming up, and they are gonna mark it 50% off today. So I am almost out of chicken completely, and we have some big meals to prep. So we are headed over there to grab some 50% off chicken. All right, so we ended up getting 5. And that works for me because we are basically at 0 at home. So let's go home and cook. All right guys, well now we are back in the kitchen after our Aldi trip. I'm a little sad. There were about 30 packages of this chicken yesterday that I was eyeing for the 50% off sale. I was able to score 5, so I am happy with that, but I really needed to fill my freezer and I wasn't able to do that. That's okay. We're gonna get this chicken into these jars and pressure cooked so that we can easily use it for meals ahead. So if any of you have children who play competitive sports, you know of a thing called second dinner. And second dinner is the thing that they want to eat when they get home from a very long practice. My oldest daughter plays competitive volleyball, and when she gets home, she wants to eat something quick and nutritious. And if you know me, we only eat organic, and I try to pack as much nutrition into every single thing that my kids consume as possible. And organic can be expensive, but if you know how to use each and every part of what you are purchasing, you can really stretch a dollar pretty well. So having chicken already cooked in a jar is such a time saver for me. First of all, I can just take one out at dinner time and dump it into whatever it is I'm making. It shreds really easy, really nicely. So if I'm making tacos, or if I want to make some Asian inspired dish where I just need to sprinkle some chicken on the top of a noodle dish or something like that, this makes it super simple. And also I try to make a couple smaller ones for exactly what I just told you about, second dinner. My daughter will come home and want to have a quesadilla filled with delicious chicken. So this makes it nice and easy for them to be able to prepare their own food too. So we're gonna move this out of the way. We're gonna start putting our chicken into our bowl here. So I have 5 packages here. Each are about 1.5 pounds. So if I weren't going to use this today, I could simply just pop it in the freezer, but we are gonna get this taken care of. So I'm gonna first prep by just getting everything out of the package. Okay, so now I have my canning supplies here, and I was lucky enough to score some of this chicken. It's actually thinly sliced, so that's going to make my job a little easier. I'm going to give these scissors a quick wash, and I'm going to use them to just cut slices and cubes of my chicken, and we are going to raw pack these right into this jar. So just like this, we're gonna fill up our jar, and our chicken is raw. That is why we call it raw packing. This is so simple. This allows the chicken to cook a little more evenly inside our jars. So cubing the chicken is actually the longest and hardest part of this entire project. So while this is happening, I'm going to switch over to my Presto canner and get that all set up so that we are ready to load our jars when it is time. So I'm gonna fill my Presto canner to this maximum fill line right now and get this started. We are gonna process these jars at 90 minutes because we have quarts. We also have some pints, but you always want to pressure can to the largest amount of whatever it is you're canning. So that smaller jar will be just fine at the 90 minutes, but we want to make sure we process completely and totally for the larger jars. I try to fill with warm water so that it cuts down the warming time just a little bit. And then we're just going to put the top on, keep some of that warmth in, and then over here you can see that it is flashing at pressure can. That's exactly what we want. There is an option for boiling water can, but today we are doing meats, so I'm doing pressure. I'm gonna click OK, and then I want to change this to 90 minutes. And then I press OK again, and it wants me to insert my jars. Today I am not inserting them because I am using them to raw pack. So I'm just gonna press OK, and now it's warming. So now we're back to cubing our meat, and by the time we are done with this, our pressure canner should be ready for us. So after cutting these to 1-inch cubes, just so that we get about the same size for even cooking, we're gonna wanna fill up our jar to just about the neckline here, and then we'll be ready to start on our next jar. Okay, I'm filling up my very last jar here. So 7 pounds of chicken gave me 3 quarts and 3 pints, and that is gonna work out perfectly for my family. If I had gotten more chicken, I would have filled up these quart jars too, but this is perfectly fine. I'm just gonna quickly wash my hands, and we're gonna get ready to can. All right, now it is time to take out our vinegar and wipe down the rims of our jars. So I have just a little dish of vinegar here, and you saw me wash my hands, so I've got nice clean hands. The point is we don't want any of the grease or the fat from the chicken to be on the edge or the rim of our jar, because it will prevent the seal from making its complete seal. And that's the most important part out of this whole process, obviously. So we are gonna take our paper towel and just go around the edge of every jar, and this will cut through any fat or grease so that we get a perfect seal. We're also checking to make sure that there aren't any chips in the glass that would prevent it from sealing as well. So by putting my finger over it with this paper towel, I can feel whether there is any chips. So I use the brand 4 Jars canning lids. I also have some Ball that came with the jars that you see here, but for the most part, when I buy refills, I buy the 4 jar lids. And just a reminder, you can't reuse these lids. If you're a rebel canner, you can, but proper canning practices are that you just throw this portion away when you open your product and you're done with that one. And we have our bands too. So now we are going to just put these lids on the top. You can see this one is a small mouth, so I've got a different one for that, and then these are wide mouth. So we're just gonna finish doing that. And then the last part is to take your band and to put it on top, and you want to just close it finger tight. You want to make sure that you don't crank this on as tight as you possibly can, because this jar will explode in the pressure canner, and then you'll have broken pieces, and obviously your product will be ruined. So you want to make sure that air can go in and out just a little bit. All right, so you notice that we didn't put any water inside of this jar, but when we are done, it will be filled with some liquid. That is the juices from the chicken. It will cook in its own juices, and you'll see just a little bit of liquid. That is perfectly fine. So we're gonna put these now into the pressure canner just like they are. These are not hot right now, so I can touch them with my bare hands, but you don't want to do that later on after they are done. They will be scalding hot. So I'm going to fit all 6 jars in here, and then we're going to put the lid right back on. And you can see here, I am moving it to the locked position, and I am going to also push this piece down and lock it. And right here you can see it says fill jars. That's what we're doing. So now we are heating up, and we're gonna have to press one more button before it goes to the complete boil. Also, make sure your regulator is off for this process. It will tell you when to put it on. All right, so we are a couple hours later now, and that is the beauty of a Presto pressure canner. You can just set it and leave it, and that's that. So we are going to open this up now. It is all done. And just make sure you don't burn yourself. It is hot. We're gonna take out our jars. All right, so that is 6 jars of canned, raw packed chicken for our pantry shelf. I know the kids are really going to appreciate this because they can make themselves some really quick meals on the go, and I still get to ensure that they get all the nutrition that I want them to have. So this is a quick and easy way to put a lot of meals on the shelf at one time, make things really simple for yourself. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time on Sheena's Homestead. Goodbye, friends. And friends, one last thing. Any questions at all that you have about canning or anything else related to gardening, cooking, any of that sort of thing, you can leave your questions down below, and I promise that I will get to each and every one of them. So no question is too much of a beginner newbie. You can put it right down below in the comments and I will get back to you. I hope you have a great day, friends. See you soon.